Do you want to know how a White Room student is so smart? Do you want to become intelligent and capable like a White Room student? In this video, I'll walk you through everything White Room students are doing in order to achieve such level of capability and how you can simulate that from your own home. This is going to be an in-depth analysis where I'll go through every aspect of White Room learning and teaches you how to implement that in your own life and get the same results. So watch till the end of this video and take notes if you need. So let's get into it. White Room was founded by Professor Aino Koji, who is Kiyotaka's father. It is an educational institution which aims to raise humans by removing unnecessary things from their education. One of the goals of the White Room was to have children raised with a complete education right from birth. We have seen the ultimate student of the White Room, Aino Koji Kiyotaka. He is just extremely smart, athletic and strong. All other successful White Room students are like this too. The White Room aimed to mass produce exceptional people like Kiyotaka. By learning their methods and strategies, we can simulate that and become an exceptional human. Point 1. Kids learn fast. This point is not relevant to you unless you are a child, but we can understand this in order to help other children learn effectively and to become great individuals. So children are better learners. They are more creative, spontaneous and energetic than adults. The brain of children can absorb new things like a sponge. Researchers found that as a person ages, they have more difficult time learning a new skill. This doesn't mean adults can't learn anything. I'm just saying that kids are more advantageous because they have still developing prefrontal cortices that make them more flexible when learning. In order to understand it more, you have to learn the term brain plasticity. Brain plasticity, or otherwise called neuroplasticity, is the ability of the brain to change or rewire itself to make new connections and strengthen existing ones in response to environmental demands. Kids' brains are more plastic, making them better at forming neural connections essential for learning. Learning occurs when connections are made between the neurons in the brain. Also, children gives learning process a lot of time and isn't afraid to make mistakes and look foolish. This gives them more creative freedom to explore while learning. They also focus all energy on learning a problematic piece before proceeding. This is the most important thing as it helps our brain to become good at problem solving. Maybe you can implement some of these points on your own learning process. Point 2. Deep work. This is something you can benefit from in this highly distracted world. Deep work is removing all your distractions and focusing fully on the task at hand for a good chunk of time. You are not allowed to check emails, open social media apps, or do anything other than work at hand during this time, even for a second. These extremely focused hours can get you far ahead in life. White Room was perhaps the most efficient place in the whole world to raise a human. It was an institution that threw away any unnecessary to the extremes. There were no distractions, nothing to kill your time except learning and becoming better. Playtime, holidays, and things resembling that doesn't exist there. Other than limited toilet breaks and bath times, they were constantly monitored by the researchers. This gave them plenty of time to learn lot of skills and master them faster than anybody else. They were putting in deep work for a lot of hours every day. Now how can we implement this in our lives? We have to take the important points and make sure to integrate it into our lives. First thing you need to do which will massively increase your productivity is distancing yourself from social media. Spend a very low amount of time in social media. It isn't helping you to get anything done or achieve anything. Now that's out of the way, you can take a paper and write down the challenging things or hard things that you need to get done. These are the things that you need to allocate your deep work time for. Don't allocate your deep work time for activities that can be done without full focus or attention. It can be done as shallow work later. Also, give yourself a strict period of time for working. This limits burnout and keeps you focused and urgent on the work. The type of work that optimizes your performance is deep work. The produced work is measured by this equation. High quality work produced equals time spent multiplied by intensity of focus. In the deep work session, the intensity is extremely high as we are hyper focused on the task, so it will help you to produce more work in a small amount of time. Point 3. Continuous learning. You have to learn continuously to thrive in today's society. White Room teaches many different fields like liberal arts, science, martial arts, self-defense techniques and a lot of other wisdom and much more. White Room students hone their knowledge, skills and abilities in all sorts of areas over time. White Room students do not take a day off or doesn't stop when they have learned something. They continuously learn every single day in order to become better. Once they have mastered one skill, they focus on the next skill. This is how they are becoming a well-rounded individual with mastery in lot of things in various aspects of life. You must learn new skills often. We must also do continuous learning process to improve ourselves. Continuous learning is the process of learning new skills and knowledge on an ongoing basis. It involves self-initiative and taking on challenges. For White Room students, they have researchers and teachers trying to give them challenges and skills to work on. But we have to do it for ourselves. Learning needs to be on a flexible, on-demand and continual basis in order to contribute this kind of cutting-edge performance. Point 4. Discipline. White Room students are disciplined. They follow the exact same schedule every single day in order to learn and grow. They put in a lot of hours of hard work in a consistent basis. They are raised to become exceptional individuals and leaders to help their country grow in a faster rate. The White Room students are trained from an extremely young age and continues this for a lot of years. It is because of this intense training they are reaping its benefit now. In today's world, we are lacking the proper discipline in life. In order to become a great individual, we must have self-discipline. Self-discipline is what separates the exceptional people from the normal ones. Implementing a structure to your day can give you a sense of control. It can also improve your focus, organization, and productivity. Discipline is one of the most important personality traits in a person's life. It is a way of being honest, hardworking, motivated, and encouraged while doing any task. It helps us to complete the task within a given fixed deadline. Being a disciplined person means you put in consistent effort towards your goals and also put in the work even when you don't feel like it. Life without discipline is like a ship without a rudder. You can't get a lot of things done without a proper schedule. You will procrastinate and will also be confused. Staying disciplined helps you to work on time. Discipline helps in molding one's character. When you become a disciplined individual, you can achieve anything. A disciplined person focuses on their goals and their mind does not wonder about useless things. Point 5. Competition. Kiyotaka is the best when it comes to the students who came out of the White Room. As a result of his success, Kiyotaka is used as a benchmark for future generations. The faculty are telling the other students to exceed Kiyotaka. The instructors would strongly emphasize their words intentionally, looking to get the White Room students to surpass their potential by invoking the sense of rivalry and instilling the feeling of wanting to surpass Kiyotaka. No matter how excellent their grades and abilities were, they were still not easily recognized by their instructors other than receiving a few words of encouragement to try to become someone who can surpass Kiyotaka. All they got were simple commands telling them to catch up to him. He was like a rival to everyone and students were competing to surpass his level. This sense of competition made them so much better as they worked hard to become the best. There were others who instead began having this immense feeling of jealousy and hatred towards Kiyotaka as rivals and competitors. Some White Room students doesn't believe Kiyotaka was a masterpiece. They wish to disprove it with their own hands. You need to have that sense of rivalry with someone or the competition mindset. It will make you work extremely hard in order to beat the other person. Or you can compete with yourself and try to beat your past self. It will put you in a better place in life. Competition is a driving force for self-improvement. We see around us our friends. Some of them can perform some tasks better than us or have reached a high level of achievement in some ways. Observing these and competing with them makes us work harder in order to meet or exceed those achievements. Competition is to gain the superiority over others. It acts like a catalyst for innovation, but it may turn into bitter feelings without proper control. So you must harbor a feeling of healthy competition, which is good for you. If we look around ourselves, we can see a lot of things improving due to their competitors. Everyone is trying to beat their competitors and it ends up in an upward spiral of self-improvement. Point 6. Environment. Our environment influences us a lot, whether it's a physical environment or the people that are surrounding us. In the White Room, the classrooms, corridors, assigned living chambers and pretty much everything around them was a world full of pure whiteness. It gave them an environment of pure focus. They had nothing to be distracted with. Also, the other students were following the exact same schedule and doing the exact same things every day. It motivates the students to push their limits to achieve greatness. While being surrounded by exceptional people, they had no choice other than becoming exceptional. White Room is a special kind of facility whose ultimate goal is to raise all students in equivalent superiority. It is a place where they seek to prove that the limits of humanity are not decided by one's own genetics but by their environment in which they are raised in. In other words, they want their students to harbor and develop outstanding talent, not just those who are blessed with excellent genes but also to normal people by putting them in an environment which forces them to grow. Whether you realize it or not, your environment is continuously influencing you. This can either be good for you in a way that it helps you achieve your goals, or it can take away your dreams and ambitions. Your environment is made of everything from the people you spend your most time with, the space you work and live in, the things you read, listen and watch, and the people you follow on social media and much more. The truth is that these influences your thoughts, belief system, mindset, motivation, and the standard and the goals you set for yourself. We feel like we are in control of everything we think and do, but in reality we are mostly influenced by our environment. If you hang out with people who procrastinate continuously, have destructive habits and set no goals for themselves, you will automatically be pulled towards the same behavior. If you hang out with winners, entrepreneurs, high performers, or anyone with big goals and ambitions, you will automatically be drawn towards these positive behaviors too. The second part of your surrounding is your work and living space. I believe that your work and living space should reflect your goals and ambitions in life. It should become your own sacred place which reflects your values and interests. Having a neat and clean place will help you to become more productive. Your work and living place can change your identity. If you work or spend time in a dirty and messy place, you will be subconsciously instilling the fact that you are a messy and unorganized person. But if you work or spend time in a neat and tidy place, you will be telling your subconscious that you are a well-organized and hygienic person. It will change the trajectory of your life immensely. Point 7. Mentoring. White Room students have practiced against a great number of professional instructors and fighters to hone their knowledge, skills and abilities in all sorts of areas over time. They were monitored and the data was collected by the faculties in order to make them better. They were trained by the people that have mastered their craft, so they got their knowledge from a well-achieved professional. You can also get this benefit by getting a mentorship. You have to find a good mentor who is really good at what you are trying to learn. We are essentially learning from people who have achieved mastery in their craft. Knowledge from professionals are way more valuable to us than from textbooks. Mentors encourage and enable our professional and personal development. A mentor can help focus our efforts by setting goals and giving feedback. They can provide specific insights and information to direct us in a path to success. We can also learn from people around us. When we are open to learning from others, we benefit from their experience as well as our own, and we can inherit their wisdom and knowledge. Learning from others is not a passive process. It requires work and commitment from our part. We have to analyze them in order to understand that what they did right and what they did wrong. Point 8. Exercise. People raised from the White Room never fails to make preparations to defend themselves at all times. They are extremely strong and athletic. Aside from academics, the students are well trained in martial arts and condition their body to excel in sports. The White Room students have built up their strength to far surpass a normal individual. In order to achieve well physically, you have to train your body and become strong and athletic. The best thing you can do is strength training, also known as resistance training. It is designed to improve your muscular strength and fitness by exercising your muscles against external resistance. You can go to a gym and start lifting weights. It will make you stronger over time and helps you build some muscle. There are a lot of other benefits to doing exercise. It can improve your brain function and protect memory and thinking skills. It increases your heart rate, which promotes blood flow and oxygen to your brain. It can also stimulate the production of hormones and enhance the growth of brain cells. The White Room students have also mastered a lot of martial arts. You can also try to learn any martial arts which will be good for you. Martial arts is used for combat training and self-defense, and will have a strong and calm mind to face an adverse situation. Martial arts is a test of human spirit where you challenge yourself and push yourself when your body and mind are ready to give up. One of the obvious benefits to learning martial arts is an improved ability to perform self-defense maneuvers in situations where there is a real threat. Whether it is karate, jujutsu or taekwondo, martial arts offers students a very real skills and techniques that they can employ when attacked suddenly or confronted with a situation where they need to think and act quick. It can also make you confident and puts your mind at ease because you can face problematic situations. That's all I have to say about the White Room. If you found this helpful, share them with your friends and help them grow into a better person. How many of these points have you already implemented in your life? Let me know in the comments. Hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure to leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching and see you in another video.